everyone. Right, what I suggest you do is to grab yourself just a plain book. It's just got plain paper in a craft book or something. You can get them on online, and you can download the pictures of mine that things I've already created to use as a reference. Now, if I see a picture that I like, I go along, I print it off and put it in the book. If I've made anything that I like, that I know I want to recreate again at a later stage, then I'll do the same thing. So this is the one I've just put together. These I saw, that's how I learned how to do them. This is a painting, but I can do a spray, a flower on a, you know, to go in a frame. Like that, I can make all of these, but it's the style I was after, the way it's laid out. I can make buds, I can make small flowers, I can make big flowers, I can make the leaves, and I can make the tiny flowers, flower fillers. So I like that, and I like the concept of it, so that's why I did that. This obviously is how I learnt how to do the buds. This is, again, look, these are the buds that I learnt how to do. The flowers I taught myself. These are all my own flowers, my little buds. I mean, people do them, but I've done my own. And my little flower fillers. These are more rolled roses, you know, you've got the rolled rose like a bud, and then the open rose with the leaves and everything. These are the patches I've done using the techniques and filling in with flat ribbons. And you see the bell bud and the rose bud. Again, the roses that I've done, these are little buds. That was a bud that I made. Certain flowers that you can put onto a project and make from ribbon. This is the, you know, for ribbons. Flower fillers and buds. This was one I saw on the internet. And I do mine the opposite way. I go stitch along the straight edge and end up with that edge when I've sealed it. I reversed what she was doing. But the flowers are very nice. Oh, missed the page. This was one of the flower patches that I made, the carnation. I haven't seen anybody do that. And the flower fillers that don't normally look as full. I like fullness in mine. The way the buds are and all the leaves and the stamen. This was how I learnt how to do certain leaves. Saw it on Pinterest, took it off. And, you know, so the zigzag. See how they do them longer and you get that leaf? Whereas I cut that off and did the Fleur-de-lis. That was by looking at that and I thought, no, I can do the Fleur-de-lis out of that. Again, doing different leaves. That one's in upside down, would you believe it? I've just noticed. Oh. You silly woman, Fee. Never mind. It's upside down, but it doesn't matter. I can see what I'm doing. Oh, is that one in twice? Yeah, you see, I've done that twice. Just rip it out because something else can go on it. It doesn't bother me. I'm not fussed about it. Something else can go in there. Some might remember this was the embroidery, the ribbon embroidery, which is different to making the flowers because these are 3D and this isn't. But all the little handmade flowers, the dress done with ribbon, the hair done with wool, and all the little leaves and berries. This was a picture of a purse. Again, it's ribbon embroidery. And I do that. I love doing that. I'll show you one that I've got that I did many, many, many years ago. If I can find it, here we are. There's two. There's a basket of flowers I did for my grandmother, and then I did this one for my mother. You can tell, it's, even though it's washed, it's aged. It's not ribbon embroidery, but it's just embroidery. So I used to do things like this. But yeah, years and years and years of teaching myself how to do things to become a teacher. And some say I'm not qualified. Never mind. This one, I like this one because I want to do the embroidery of the flowers, and I've got a dress form, so that's part of the series we're going to do, part of the lessons. I'm just waiting for the gingham to come in. I've missed one there, have I? No, that's it. I do have some more pictures to go in, which I will, you know, complete. But yeah, make yourself a little booklet, and you can, when you're playing a video of mine, when I show you the end results, if you just stop the frame, you know, stop the video, and then cut and paste it, or take a photograph on your phone, download that onto your email, and then download that into your printing, you can do it that way, and just take pictures of what I've done. Or buy the books, because I'm going to be doing a proper book. I've done one book of pictures, and I've done other bits. Yeah. Now on to what we're doing today. Bye bye for now. Good morning everyone. This is lesson 3 and we're going to be doing some leaves. I'm going to show you a little technique that you can use within your projects, and we're going to make a flower, but it's using a little foam ball like that, and you're going to need to obviously draw around something, and I've just chosen a cap, so about an inch cap, an inch wide, like that. We need to glue this on. Just a dab of glue on there, centerize that, and just let that dry. And while that's drying, I've cut 5 lengths of ribbon, and these measure 4 inches long, and I'm using 1.5 inches wide, and if you want that in centimetres, that's 3.5 centimetres wide by 10 centimetres long. And now I'm just shaping the ends so they're all the same. And now we just need to get the lighter and singe those. I am using the ombre, oops, a bit much there, that's fine, the ombre ribbon, but you can use any. I'm using it because I like the two-tone in the colour. So to get this, now that's dried, I'll just peel that off. I did thread my needles this morning. So I've taken my long needle, and I need some ribbon. I did this with our seam binding, but you can do it with anything. So I'm going to use this sheer organza, and then I'll show you how I put it all together. So I'm going to take at least 1 metre to start with, and that may do. So I'm going to point the end, just diagonally cut it, pop it through the needle. So you need a big enough needle to do that, and then I'm going to knot the end. And these are all flowers and leaves that you can use to make up like a patch. All the videos I'm showing you are ribbon videos, okay? So we're going to go start at the edge where the line is, bring that through. Now, it doesn't matter if this twists or turns or anything, it doesn't matter. Go directly opposite where you've already gone and pull that through. And I'm doing this on crinoline, so you've got that. Then go up the side and down the side of the first bit where you started. I wouldn't pull it too tight, but you just need it like that. Then go back to the where you are and go up at the side of it and down the side of that one. Again, we can fit another one in, so just continue next door to it, the other side, and then across facing it, like that. Now what I'm going to do is to move to the opposite side, and I always start in the middle because it's easier to do what I'm doing. I find it easier. You lot might find your own way. So just remember to pull it, because you're going to loosen that a little bit. Go the opposite side. So you're always stitching facing each other, apart from when you're going along the edge, if you know what I mean. So going along the edge, I'm now going to go at the side of that. And what I like about this is that it concaves. Opposite. And this is a way you can also make your hats. You know, if you're doing a mini hat, if you cut your fabric and that, this can always be curled with a curling tongs or something to make the hat shape. And we can fit one in there. And then what we're going to do is to go the opposite way. So we've got our basics there. Okay, so now start in the middle of the last one that you've done. Just pull it back, and this is the tricky bit. Turn your needle that way, otherwise you'll be getting all sorts. You go over that one, under that one, over the next one, under. And you can do it, it's not hard. Over like that, and then pull that, and it'll start to go into shape. Then what you need to do is to go down the middle, like that. Then go up the side of that one, either side, top or bottom, doesn't matter. Turn your needle. And you went over that way, so you need to go under. Find the next one, which is that one. Yeah, that one. You might have to pull it through and do it one at a time, it doesn't matter. You're going over that one, under that one, over that one, and you're going to go, oops, there it is. You might have to fiddle about till you get it. Under the next one, over that one, and under the last one. It does look, and it is a little bit fiddly, but when you get going with them, I mean, I've been doing these for a long time, you see? And then what you're going to do is put your needle down that there, like that. I'm going to try and move that out of the way, so I'm just going through the fabric. It'll start looking better. Go into the next section. Turn your needle. And that should be under. So do them a bit at a time if you want, if it's easier for you. Over, under. Again, over, under. And then you're going to pop the needle into the section below there on the line, like that. And then I think we're going to come up this side. You've got your space there. And just keep pulling it like that. Now, as you can see, you're going to go over that one, turn your needle. You go over, under that one, because that one's over, so your next one will be under. Over. And under. Over. And under. Over, and you're going to go down that section there, and you get like that basketry, like a woven section. Now I'm going to leave mine like that. I don't do I want to do, oh, maybe I'm going to do one more. I can see what I could do with doing one more. So I'm going to take it across this section here, so we can see we need to go over that. Let's have a look. Under, over, under, over, under. Like that. That's it. And you get that. And they're great. And then what I'm going to do is to take this and go down that section there, and then you can just cut it at the back, take a little bit of glue and lay that flat, and just leave that for now. So you get that. I mean, you can spend more time on it and get it right yourself, but that was done with a meter and I've got that left. But then we're going to put it onto another piece of, oh sorry, no we're not, we've got the piece of crinoline here. That'll have to go back onto a crinoline. So from here, what I can do then is take some more of this. You can do this different colours, but I'm going to choose to do it the same colour. So I'm going to take that piece out and we'll use that somewhere else. Trim this again, diagonally. Where's that big needle? There we are. Pop this needle on. And this one I'm going to do again about a metre. I'm going to knot it again. I mean, these look great if this is like a chocolate brown and then yellow or orange for a sunflower. But you can make these and add them to your projects. I've not seen anyone do this at all. This was my own idea. So now what I'm going to do is go in between. Like that. Loop that around my finger. And push it back in. Just at the side what I've already done. And I'm not bothered if these twist and turn. So that's one. again, pull that up. Careful, don't let this disappear. So just pull it like that. Hold on to this and you can pull it tight over my finger. You don't have to put it over your finger until you've actually got it back down there. Like that. Just pull it. That'll do. Grab onto that and poke this back through. And if you, as long as you're holding that petal you've just made, it's not going to go anywhere. So just go behind. So you go up and out and back in again. Put my finger there. Because that's the only, you know, that's the size of the petal I want. Grab onto that and the crinoline. Come up the side. Hold on, it's not going anywhere. Go back down behind it. I've just got enough. So that's taking a metre to do the first one. So what I'm going to do now is to just sort this out. Pull. Just do that the once. I don't want to pull the petal. Like that. Trim that off. Bit of glue and just pin that down while you're waiting to do the next one. So as you can see, there's gaps, but excuse me, what we need now is let me just see if I can find it. Hang on. Now there's one or two things you can do. I can use the cord and I can knot it all the way around there, or, and I might do it this way. I don't know if I've got enough of this. I might have. You can bead it all the way around. So I think I'm going to bead it. I'm not finished with it yet. You could just put pearls around, you know. Let me just shape that a little bit. Get that into shape a bit, that's a bit better. So we've got this. Now, like I say, you can continue adding, I'm going to put some of this in, I think. Let me just get some of this off. You see what I mean? Oh, come on. I might as well just take the whole thing off that. It's to go in between. Hopefully it'll work. Now I'm not going to knot this. What I'm going to do is to glue it. Do you know what? We're an hour from the sea, yet we've got seagulls. An hour and a half from the sea, to be honest. Okay, now we're going to do the exact same thing with this in between each petal. Okay, pop your finger in, pull that down, take your finger out, hold the two together and move that across, so you're doing the next one. So this is a nice pink cord. So I want it to go as near to the beading that I've just done as possible. You might just have to wangle it a little bit. Again, just do that. Move that one across. And pop that through. Let's have a look, see if we can get it closer, a little bit closer yet. Close to the beading as you can. This is the last one. Shh. Oh. They can hear their dad outside at the van. Okay, so this one now looks a little bit too big, so we can peel that off. See, that's why I didn't want to knot it. Let me just pull that, knot that one in. Like that. That's it, that's better. And then I'm going to cut that. And we can just do that. Sit that onto there. And again, like you say, there's another, oops a daisy, we need to get that out. Yeah. Pull that one a little bit more. Oops, that's that way. We'll seal them all in a minute. Oh, where's that gone? Right, let me just sort this out. And then what you do is you just run the bit of glue. Let me just change my glue stick. To stop all that from coming undone, you pop some glue on it. Stick it on your non-stick mat for a minute and let that dry. And none of that will happen. If you wanted to, you could snip these and just have them loose. Right, so we've not finished yet because I've got a layer of this to put on. So now we can move that to one side. Take my needle. Not that one, Fee. There we go. I've threaded all my needles. Aye, clever. I thought about it. Right. We can leave that flower as is, or we can do this with it. So, again, we're just making normal petals. Let me just unravel this cotton. And I've done 5. But it depends what flower you want. Now, this is going to be a focal point for a little patch I'm going to show you today. And it can go on a headband, it can go on a hair slide, it can go on anything you want it to go on, to be honest. Now I'm going to leave them like that, so pretty wide. So that's the first one. We'll make them all up first. I wish I'd knotted that now, you know, done knots, but there you go. There you go, we've got that. And this should have been a different colour, but hey ho. I might darken it, we'll see. Yeah, I might darken it. Well, I've got some colours I can use. Like that. There we go. Snip the end off that. Right, so we've got this now, like that. And then what we're going to do is pull this back, pop some glue in there, and we're going to sit in that petal. I could hand stitch it all in, but I don't want to. I'm going to pull that back, but we need to overlap. And we sit the last one in. Like that. And then we put all those back. And you've got like a poppy. It's a lovely flower. It's really nice. I have made this too big for the project I want to do next, but that's fine. We can do a different one. But that's just another way of doing a flower. And a way of doing the concave here with the polystyrene ball. They're just little balls, and you just cut them in half, and then you do that and go over them. You can do it with threads as well, you know, silks, not silks. Well, you can do it, if you had this carding, you could do it the same with the carding, and that would look even nicer. But that's like the poppy style. So that's the first flower, and that's that done. What we're going to do now is to do a couple of leaves, but that's really too big. I'm going to do another flower, sorry. I need to do another flower that's a little bit smaller. Pin that down a little bit more. That's it. I've got the green. Now I've got this green ribbon here. And we're just going to do a couple of leaves. And that's about 6 inches long. So I need 2 lots of that. Now you fold that in half. Take some strong, I suggest you get these if you can. They're wooden handled and they come in two different shapes. So you have your edged one like that, straight edge, and then a bent one like that. We did sell them, but we've sold out. Now what I'm going to do is do a nice elongated, you know, a long, instead of a short like that, cutting that off, we want it long. So a good inch. And then we cut that. Burnish that together. And we end up with that. So we need 2 of those. Like that. Seal that up nicely. So we've got that. Let's move the flower out of the way. Sorry, it's that time of day my phone goes. There's people ringing, texting for information, sending me information. Right, so what we're going to do is we go across here. I'm going to do it that way now. Let me just see. We'll see. We start on the, if I show you that like that, you'll be able to see it. We're going to start on this corner here, not the inside one, on this corner, on the outside. And we're only going to go up to the point, the inside point. So we'll be able to go 1, 2, 3, okay? So just tack it on. And then go across diagonally. Like that. So I'll show you that again. You've done like your arrow, so it's elongated here. And you start on the outside corner and you go up just about an inch. You know, an inch is only that. So just move, you know, if it's like that, it's not an inch. If it's like that, it's not an inch. But the cross corner is an inch. Yeah? And then you leave it so that the thread has come on underneath. So you go over and do another inch that way. Like that. So I'm going to show you that again. This can be as long as you want it to be. You still have to start the same from the end. If it was that long, you'd still have to start on the corner. Go up an inch, across an inch, and it's roughly level. So then go across. Go across to the other side. Like that. See? And you're going to go down. So this has to meet. So you know you're going to get it to here. Like that. See how you've got it? And then you're going to go back down to that corner. These do look lovely if they're done with longer ones, but I don't want anything too big for this one. Okay, so now what we're going to do, just for now, mind your thread. I should have done this first. Just seal them off. And then you carefully pull. And you see what happens? Pull it. Like that. take your needle and tack that off. And you've done that. It's like the Fleur-de-lis. And if you've not seen anyone doing that, you have now. So I call this my Fleur-de-lis, because normally they do them really long, but I like this one. And we're going to actually pop this just behind one of these in there, like that. So we glue. Oh, my glue gun. It's going to stick behind like that. So you can actually see what that's like. And we call it the Fleur-de-lis. Now, you can actually, because we've done that and sealed that, if you heat that, so I'm just going to show you, you can bend it backwards like that. Or, what I could have done was to have pinched it together so it looks like that. But that's pretty. And that's the Fleur-de-lis. Like that. That's fine. Don't worry about this. So we're going to do that again. Okay, let's first seal these off. So that's our arrow. We start in this corner, the bottom corner. I'm going to go 1 inch, which is about there. Back down 1 inch. Going diagonally. Then going across to the other side, straight across. Okay. Then going diagonally. Oops, sorry. And then going from there to the corner. And that will give you your Fleur-de-lis leaf. You can cut the tails off if you want, but I use them normally to attach to the flower. So that's our next one. Like I say, heat that up at the back. And you get that. This one we're going to put here. I'm actually going to cut that and sit that in there like that. So you can take these ideas and you can play with them, run with them, whatever you want to do with them. See? I'm such a twit. I've put it on the wrong flower. was doing that bloody flower, wasn't I? Never mind. They can go on either. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But you can see them better on this one. So. Oh, God. Lesson 3. Don't cock up. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Oh, dearie me. Oh, what a life. Anyway, let's just do this one. 2 inches. So I'm going to cut this at 4. We'll do a leaf for this one because you can't leave it without, can you? We'll do a different one. I'm just going to do this. This is a smaller one, like that, okay? Never mind, it don't matter. Oh, we can't do everything right. No one's perfect. And this way you get to see 2 different leaves. Don't you? Two different leaves, but cut the same. There we go. Move those out of the way, Fiona, and do the bloody job right. Let's see. We'll do this one. Again, start on that corner. Just very similar to what we've just done. Stitch along the edge. Stitch up along the inner edge. Both sides, of course. Pull the 2 in together. And you've got that leaf, and that's fine by me. You just go back to the beginning. That's one, and we do another one. Take the flower that you were supposed to. And then we can just pop that on there like that. Pop that one at the side like that. And then we can just add, oh, I don't know, a bit of felt or something. Just put that on there. And there you go. So, we've learnt today you can use polystyrene balls to put on a crinoline, and then you can do a lattice work on it. We've learnt how to do the Fleur-de-lis leaves. Plus how to make a looped flower, which it could be on its own and then them leaves, or I've done it like that. So they're just ideas. You can learn how to lattice, you can learn how to loop, and you can learn how to make the fleur-de-lis leaves and the normal leaves with a normal flower. And I hope that's helpful. I will be back with part 4, where we're going to learn how to do some buds. and small flowers. Okay, that's your ribbon work for today. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.